Welcome to Naval Action, ladies and gentlemen. I am joined by my trusty Trincomalee, and today's fight will be 1 versus 2, me in a Trincomalee versus Belle Poule and a Trincomalee. So, it will be fun. By the way, sorry for me sounding like, I don't know, a hard rocker. My voice has gone down, but apparently I managed to fix a little bit of it, or enough so that I could record this episode for you guys. So you saw a little bit there, a glimpse of battle rating 270 versus the 450. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So all in all, my plan is to, well, go all in on one of them and then take out the other one. Simple, right? So I'm not yet decided which one I'm gonna take down first. I'm guessing probably it would be a Trincomalee because it's a bigger threat, and enduring longer shellacking of her cannons would probably make me go, you know, glub glub like underwater. So that's kind of the plan. Samuel L. Heritier. Once again, testing the waters. Okay, 2 to the sails. Better than the last time. He is turning in the opposite direction. Turn a little bit more to discourage him. Right. Right the carronades. Aim. Fire! Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, 24 to the hull with 4 leaks. That's just brutal. Wonderful. I like this kind of exchange. So, hard to starboard while he licks his wounds. And my plan is actually, I'm gonna first take down Samuel R. Heritier, probably. I mean, all weather and wind permitting. If that's not possible, then I'll just focus on any target of opportunity, of course, but I'm sticking to the plan of actually first sinking the Trincomalee. I will not commit to it to the point where I'm actually just taking in fire for no apparent reason. So... yeah, they're firing alright. Alright, let's fire the bow chasers. One to the hull. Well, not perfect, but not bad either. He created 2 leaks on me, and this Belle Poule is gonna be swinging by past as well. So I might as well give him the broadside that he deserves and loves. Just raise the cannons and fire it up, you lump. Nah. Otherwise I'm gonna miss the shot that I was aiming for, and get down. Sails down, deep power. Fire! The trick is to make each cannonball count, or carronade ball. Now I can actually go and talk to Tiburcio Merengue. You see, from this range, carronades don't do a whole lot of damage. And at this range he actually has me, so it's better that I go towards him and, you know, attack from point blank range. Bow shot. One to the mast, one to the crew. Well, fair enough. Okay, might as well give him broadside, parallel convergence, and fire. 9 to the hull. Not bad. Now let's see, Samuel is still in irons, or no, he's not in irons. But we're going broadside to broadside with him. And nope, he is turning. Okay, that makes a valid question if it's worth to go to the port. I might rather go to the starboard actually, because I don't want to focus on his starboard side. Okay, sail a little bit away. I don't want both of them firing me at the same time. Pop up a repair, perhaps. I'm not in that bad of a shape, actually. I will disable the cannons just to make sure that, you know, I get the maximum bang for the buck on my repairs. They're still firing at me. They're not doing a lot of damage though. Okay, and as soon as my repairs start to dive down, I'm probably gonna return and, you know, give them the broadsides they want and need and all that jazz. By the way guys, I'm sorry for a little reduced schedule this week. I wasn't planning on getting my vocal cords busted. I wasn't singing or drinking or doing anything serious. I was probably just snoring too heavily, so what can you do? It happens. Okay, the repairs are diving down a little bit. I should start thinking about re-enabling me cannons. And they are following, they're in pursuit, with the Trinco being the closer one, which is good, because I plan to unload on her. And at some point I'm gonna go and just, you know, do a rotation, and then the repairs have gone rather successfully, so I'm thinking right full rudder, hard to starboard, and then let's get ready to actually return fire. Or actually left full rudder and let's go to larboard. You see, I don't want to be turning against the wind, so I'm actually thinking I'm gonna lure them a little bit. I'll lure them going this way, slightly into the wind, and then when they're not expecting, I'm gonna come downwind and actually, you know, give them a thrashing. The repairs are done. I re-enabled the cannon screws. Yeah, you fire all you want. And they're gonna try and do a broadside, which I'm counting on to be able to perform my maneuver and get the hell out of dodge. I'm trying to turn to present as little target as possible to them, so it's not worth their while on firing from that range. That Belle Poule is fast. I didn't expect it to be on that fast. It's keeping up with actually the Trincomalee. Well, hard to starboard it is, Maybe if I turn quickly enough, I will be able to hit Samuel and Hereditary's starboard side, while all of a sudden, you know, denying the capability to Tiburcio. Right. Come on. He's still pursuing, so maybe I'm trying to get him into the broadside to broadside engagement, because I think that would be more favorable for me, because that would deny the possibility for this Belle Poule to fire on me. He's not buying it, he wants to weave. No, 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 you don't go that way, sir. Well, apparently he does. In that case, I'm gonna turn as well. This is not the fight that I want to be having. Shallow angle. Now, if I hit him from this side, I'm achieving actually nothing. Okay, let's weave. Let's dance, you. Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah, you turn. You turn. That's what I'm wanting. Sails down, lower the carronades, depower the sails, and fire. Now we're talking. Okay, hard to larboard, and let's turn. See, the Belle Poule still didn't have a chance to fire. That's good. He is turning now, though. By the time he decides to fire, I'll probably be long gone. Well, at least out of the devastating range. And he hit my pump. You asshole! Right. So I need to use this opportunity to get once again close to the Trincomalee, pour another broadside into it. The question is, do I want to go broadside to broadside, or do I want to go, you know, the other way? This is definitely not the situation I want to be in, and I'm trying to avoid a prolonged engagement in this situation, because both of them can fire at me, and they're in a relatively good position to fire. However, the Belle Poule guy for some reason turned even more into the wind, for a reason completely unbeknown to me. Oh, she's healing. Yes, please. Come on, come to daddy. Fire. 19 to the hull with 2 leaks. Leaks are always appreciated. When she's healing, I'm always using the opportunity to create leaks, basically aiming at her waterline. And this guy has turned, but not turned enough so that he can hit me, which is good. And now it appears that I've managed to split them a little bit, which was my kind of goal all along. You always want to break down a 2 versus 1 engagement into a series of 1 versus 1 engagements. He's turning his starboard side, which is unfavorable at the moment. However, I'm gonna keep going for him, because now I'm on his stern and I can weave behind him, which puts me in the position I have the wind advantage. The Belle Poule is coming in, so he's not to be trifled with. However, we have a bigger goal now, and he's gonna turn to starboard, which means he will want to go broadside to broadside. Oh wait, he's correcting his sails. No, he's turning larboard. But I'm gonna try and cross the T, which is good, because this puts me even further away from the Belle Poule. Alright. Fire! Just a small broadside into his healing side. I don't like when he turns that much, because that will put him in irons and I won't have a good shot. And it also makes me heal. I'm almost tempted to do a broadside into him, like fire. From the point blank range, that's the best I can do at the moment. He successfully defended his weaker side, the port side. He kind of forced me either to turn into the wind and get stuck in irons myself, or to just, you know, unload on his turn, which is equally good because raking shots can be devastating. However, if I turn to larboard, that would put me against the Belle Poule as well, which I'm trying. As you can see, I'm always trying to keep the Trincomalee between us. Once again, he's firing at me. Now Belle Poule should be coming into the position to fire, but as long as I'm keeping my distance, I should be okay. I manage even maybe to hide behind this Trincomalee. Maybe not in time though. His rudder is hit and I'm waiting just to cross the T and fire. I mean, for the bow chasers, I don't care where they hit, as long as they hit. When it comes to my broadside, is a slightly different story. Okay, and I think he's turning... No, he's turning still larboard. He'll quickly turn to starboard now, right about now. Hopefully. Oh, come on. I tried to unload a couple of shots. Nah, it's not worth it. Oh, and apparently the Belle Poule is on my tail. Well, nice move. I didn't expect that. Which means I'll probably have to take damage from the Belle Poule if I want to be pursuing on the Trincomalee. Keep a shallow angle, GrunfWorks. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now, Samuel, time to have a little heart-to-heart. Now, let's see. He's turning hard to starboard, and I think I will do that as well, because he's healing. No, actually I might go larboard rather. Alright, and getting ready. Not the best angle, however, fire. Penetration at this range shouldn't matter. 17 to the hull, 1 to the module, 3 to the crew. Well, his rudder is busted, which means he will be less maneuverable, even less than he is, which is good. And his starboard side armor is almost gone. I mean, this is a little bit prolonged engagement, but you have to consider that I'm actually facing twice my firepower, almost. So, yeah, 450 versus 270. Well, it's not 540, but okay, doke. Anyway, let's see if we manage to finish off Samuel there. I'm gonna go once again straight at him. And then when I come close, I plan to pull hard to larboard. I have no doubt that he'll try to turn. His sails are kind of indicative. You always watch the enemy sails. That's one of the way how you can actually be sure which way he will be turning. And you have to watch the wind and understand it, but... Okay, lower the cannons down. And... fire! Okay, that was devastating. So I think one more broadside and he's a goner. He should be taking in water slowly by now. So now it's just a matter of turning around and getting ready for the final engagement. I was even thinking, tempted to actually do a repair here, but I would still have 2 sets of cannons firing at me, so I want to go back and actually finish the job. Right. The good thing is that they cannot fire both at the same time. And I'm even thinking of going hard to starboard so that I go broadside to broadside with Trincomalee, which would keep me safe from the fire of the Belle Poule for a time. Come on, turn, you lump. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Broadside to broadside. Convergence 100 meters. Getting ready. And... fire! .22 to the hull. Now that's what I'm talking about. No, I think he's a goner, but there's a little bit of structure still dangling, so... I'm turning towards Tiburcio and hoping that this guy turns as well. The Trincomalee, not the Belle Poule. Let's start plowing him up. Oh, and she's healing. Wonderful. I would like to take this opportunity to actually fire up her ass. I hate the fact that the carronade balls are bouncing off her hull, though. Well, at least she's a better, you know, not bullet sponge, but carronade ball sponge than the Trincomalee. Okay, I will be healing badly for this shot, but I only need to hit a little bit, so I don't care at this point. Whatever hits, hits. Should be enough to finish him off. Says he optimistically. Well, I think that's Trincomalee taken care of. And I actually should pop up a repair sooner rather than later. Disabling the cannons to get the crews off the cannons and get ready to pop the repair. Oh, it's gonna take another 6 minutes. No, actually it's not. Sorry, I mistook that with the medical one. Right, so a little bit of repairing. I might even skip this part where I'm actually running away and getting repairs. Alright, time to re-enable the cannons and get back into the fight. Tirbucio's starboard side is already chipped a little. I expect to chip it a lot more. And actually he is... I'm thinking of going broadside to broadside with him. My port side or larboard side doesn't look exactly smashing, and he's not buying it. He's once again going and trying to rake me. Well, I'm not buying it. I'm gonna go once again to starboard. It's better that I present the starboard side to him. He's turning in the position to fire. He's firing one by one. And he hit my pump again, you lump, you. Right. Okay. Hard to starboard, time to engage. You see, with this game you have to actually fight when it makes tactical sense. This time it didn't make sense that I turn towards him and go all guns blazing, because I would be facing his starboard side, which is with full health, with my larboard side that was like 0.5%. So you have to think in terms of what can you pull off and how. Okay, and then from this position I will be healing, so I'll actually need to account for that heal, otherwise I'm gonna get a massive amount of leaks when he fires at me. Fortunately enough, he's turning into the wind. Well, just a couple of to the sails. Hard to starboard. And I'm gonna execute a maneuver to turn, and now that would hopefully put me in a position where actually I can unload on his starboard side with my carronades. I just hope that he won't outsail me. Alright. Come on, you lump. Oh, and he's oh, this is bad. He could generate a lot of leaks now. Come on, turn, you lump, and land down. There we go. Get ready, fire. I don't care if this hits and how much it hits, even if it hits a little, I'll be happy. Well, mostly to the sails. This was actually executed rather poorly from yours truly. Okay, hard to larboard, and let's see if I can correct that by a large amount. My bow chasers are refilled. He actually used his opportunity well. I'll have to fight him with my starboard side mainly. Oh, she heals like bananas. Fire! .24 to the hull. Now that's what I've been waiting for. Yes, his starboard side is showing signs of wear and tear. Mine is too. However, I should keep this as a turning engagement, so my starboard side versus his starboard side, if I can muster it. In this game you have to be very situationally aware. You have to be aware of the wind, you have to be aware of your enemies, and you also have to be aware of your friends if you're sailing with them. So, and also which is your side which is mostly damaged, and how to approach it and how to come there. The good thing is that it's not a fast-paced shooter, so it's like slow tactical decisions which give you time to think and execute. That's one of the reasons why I love naval action. And all of the people asking me, is it worth buying still? I don't know. For me it is, because I enjoy these engagements anyway. There is no other game that provides this level of engagements with this level of simulation. Every cannonball. Okay, depowered sails. Putting sails downwind. Okay, now I'm gonna get you, you. Okay, lower the cannons. Lower the cannons. Lower. Lower. Fire. Almost missed him. Okay, hard to larboard. Well, this is not a good idea. No, I'm actually gonna go and present my starboard side, even if that means turning against the wind. I have to keep my fight to a series of jousts with him. Because turning contest is no good, because the cannonballs are bouncing off him if it's not a good angle. And with turning, I'm only the one losing because my ship heals like crazy, so I have to be mindful of that as well. There you go. Once again turning against the wind. All of that just not to expose my starboard side. Oh, larboard side, sorry. He will come again for more. Come on, move. Worst case scenario, this is gonna be a close call. Okay, this is a little bit too far range for me. Not worth firing my carronades. You know, because they have to reload, so... Okay, turning. It's getting better. There we go. There we go. Turning towards him. He's doing some damage, but not a whole lot. Now let's go straight for him. From this range, my carronades won't be able to do much. But even if it's one shot to the hull, it still counts. And now he's stopped into the wind, which I was kind of hoping he would. And he's trying to weasel his way out of it while I close the gap and unload. The idea here being that he will try to turn to starboard probably, and I will actually close in the distance and then fire my carronades from a point blank range though. He thought through that and he's trying to turn to larboard. He's a little bit undecided at the moment. Yes, it's gonna be very close. Now, okay, depower sails, all sails downwind. Make sure that my carronades are nice, straight and level. Alright, and fire. That's the ticket, 24 to the hull, beautiful. One more broadside and he's a goner. I'm not doing splendidly myself either, however, with his structure and everything gone, I think it would be worth to actually pull a hard to larboard and fire from stern with my larboard side cannons. And that will either sink us both or bring me victory, one of the two, either way. So, on this side we are equally bad. Come on, turn, you piece of lumber. Okay, lowering sails. Come on. Fire. Okay, that's the end of him. Now quickly repower the sails and get the hell out of here. He will sink. Oh, and he's got the fire. Beautiful. I couldn't have planned it better. Now it's about surviving. Let's get out of here before he actually chips and sinks me. Because I think the only thing that's holding my ship together are the bird droppings. Time to run a little bit while his guitar gently weeps or sinks. And he hit my pump. Fortunately enough, I have a perk that is, expert at emergency repairs, which actually helps to keep the emergency repairs time to a minimum. And I also popped up one more repair that should hopefully make me endure through whatever shellacking he planned on giving me as a farewell present. Well, I think that went along rather splendidly. So let's take a screenshot here, and guys, I wish you thank you very much for watching. Like if you like the episode, hit subscribe and connect with me on all social media. And if you choose to sponsor me on Patreon, I won't object. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.